Still unfolding, a mall's new policy is drawing applause and criticism. The Midland Mall says children under 16 can no longer be left unattended after numerous reports from disrespect to damage.
As TV5's James Felton reports, the owner says 97% of the incidents at the Midland Mall in the last year and a half involved unsupervised children under 16.
If kids can't behave and show respect, then they don't belong out here.
Therese Sherbinski supports the new policy at the Midland Mall that states children under 16 must be accompanied by a parent or guardian. Unsupervised children will be asked to call a parent for pickup. The mall's owner wasn't available for an interview, but did say that he understands that not all kids are inconsiderate. But it's come to a point where he cannot tolerate the disrespect or the damage to his property any longer. There have been instances on a daily basis where kids have kicked holes in drywall, written on bathroom stalls, had fistfights, screaming and yelling profanity, and being inappropriate in restricted areas, and more.
I feel bad for the owner. He's put a lot of money into this place, and the last thing he needs is for things to be torn apart and ruined.
Children under 16 are allowed to hang out and shop as long as their parent or guardian is somewhere inside the mall. If children are asked to leave and they give mall employees a hard time, the police will be called. It's a rule this customer, who goes by Steven, doesn't agree with.
I think it's a little one-sided with them building the new play place and everything, actively trying to get children to come in, but not allowing children to be out by themselves. And I just think it's purely unfair.
Other shoppers shared their thoughts on the new policy.
I think that kids should be able to come here and, instead of doing other things like drugs and drinking and all that, it's an outlet for them. But at the same point, I guess if they're damaging stuff, then I agree with that then, I guess.
If it's going to be a better move for the mall in general, then by all means they should do it because they're just protecting themselves, and like I said earlier, it's safer for everybody involved.
As for Sherbinski, she says she doesn't have to go far to find someone who disagrees with her.
I said it to my son, actually, who is not in support of it, and I said, hey, put your money into it and see how you feel about it. This is the owner's hard-earned money, not yours, or anybody else's for that matter. So if it's his, it can be his rules.
James Felton, WNEM, TV5.
The mall wants kids 16 and up to have ID on them in case their age needs to be verified. Its owner tells us the new policy will ensure that the mall's insurance company will renew its coverage, and from encouragement of the mall's attorney and law enforcement.